Hello guys, this is Ferrari from Gamer Trio, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction video on FIFA 15. So as you know, the new trailers has been released for FIFA 15. EA have provided us with lots of information about the new features, and a lot of people have done reactions to the new features, and I just want to give my own personal view of the new features of the trailer and what's good, what's not so good, what I'm disappointed about, what can be improved. But before we get on to all that, just like to say, there are two friends basically who are doing this channel with me, and I'd really appreciate it if you could go and look at our other videos. Just comment, like, rate, who rates, but do whatever really, and that really helped me out. Every time I see a comment or a like, it really like pushes me to do more, so that would be really nice. So yeah, so this is the FIFA 15 reactions. So first I'm going to be talking about what the community have wanted. So what we have wanted for the past, I don't know, 1, 2, even 3 years in some cases. So the new features that we think are pivotal to the best FIFA. So some of them are career mode based, some of them are ultimate team based, some of them are just generic gameplay things. But the first thing, and this is something that I get personal experience of a lot, is it's about the most annoying thing. That and another thing which I'm going to mention later about the substitution animation. But it's when you're when the referee calls an offside, even when the player who's offside hasn't interfered with play, and you want to attack. Now, this is the most infuriating thing, because they still pull you back, and you could be 10 yards ahead from where you were, and they will still pull it back for the foul. And it's so annoying, because you have a good chance to attack at that point. And then the stupid referee and linesman decide to blow his whistle for no reason, and it's just so frustrating, because it's just such a good point to attack, and it's so frustrating that EA haven't fixed this. They haven't released any patches. I mean, they can release patches for like the World Cup mode and better packs and free packs and stuff to make us feel all happy, but they can't fix the basics in a real football game. And EA are aiming for realism in their games. FIFA 14 is a lot more realistic than FIFA 13, and they need to support this by making the actual game, the real gameplay, as realistic as possible, and they haven't done this in FIFA 14, and I really hoped this would be fixed in FIFA 15. The second thing is, like I mentioned earlier, the substitution animation, and how it takes forever when you're making, or your opponent is making a substitution. It takes an infuriating amount of time to make even the simplest of substitutions. I counted the time. It takes about 9 to 10 seconds. And what are you watching? You're just watching the player run backwards a bit, doing a bit of exercise, just jogging on the spot, and it's just a complete waste of time and not necessary. And how long has this been going on? I think it's been going on since FIFA 13, and they still haven't done anything about it. In real life, do you see the camera pan for about 10 seconds onto the one player that's being substituted? No, of course you don't. You just see like a 2-second, you see the handshake, then there are other players on, and then it resumes. Another thing I want to talk about is PlayStation and how they haven't got the rights for Legend. Now, this is more of a business issue. Obviously, Microsoft and EA have a close business deal which enables Xbox to get Legends, basically. And I don't agree with this. I do have an Xbox, and you would think I wouldn't be biased, but I am. Because, you would think I would be biased, but I'm not, because FIFA needs to be a fair experience for everyone. Every console deserves a equal representation in the game to have the same values. And if EA are only giving one of the three available, there's more than three, but the three main available modes, Xbox, PlayStation and PC, Legends, then it creates a severe problem for the PlayStation market, because I'm not sure about this, but I think PlayStation is the biggest market. I'm not sure Xbox is. I'm fairly sure it's PlayStation, and it just makes no sense that PlayStation shouldn't have Legends. And I know that's Microsoft's issue, and partly, but it just seems like PlayStation are equal to Xbox, and they should have Legends. So another thing I'm going to be talking about is something that we have wanted since FIFA 12. I've wanted it since FIFA 12. In the Ultimate Team market, why can you not search for informs? Why is it? It's so annoying, because yes, you can search by player, but that's time consuming, and you never know what the best deal is, because if you search incorrectly, then it just gives you all the normals. So I think this is a key thing. We need to have inform, team of the year, and team of the season searching. People want to build cheap team of the season teams, cheap inform teams, or even expensive inform teams, but they can't do that if they don't have the search filter. And I just think it would be so much more of a benefit to see what you could get for your money, instead of having to scrolling through thousands and thousands of rare plays for 10k, the Benzemas, in fact Benzema isn't 10k, but the Pirlos, the De Rossi isn't 10k, I don't know, but players like that, of that calibre, but are not in form, and we have to scroll through all of them just to get to our inform what we want, and it's very annoying. So one last thing I'm going to talk about is team training. Now this is the career mode aspect. I play career mode a ton in FIFA 13. I haven't played it as much in FIFA 14 because, well, I just haven't played it as much. But team training, one of the main problems with career mode is that you cannot create a focus or a epicenter of players within your team. Obviously, you can sign players from one country or scout players in one country, but I want more than that. I want to build an ethos. For example, let's say I wanted to do a Barcelona style career mode, but do it with, say, Portsmouth or Tranmere or someone, and make them into world stars by doing their passing game or a unique style of football. I should be able to have them, say, train within matches, to pass the ball, and I think this would be good, because if they trained each week, they would get a little short passing boost. I think it would be a great way to have a unique ethos and culture within your team, and also it would allow people to be much more inventive. This idea, I'll talk about the sources for my ideas later, but I really like this one. It's on Futhead, which is a website. It's like an Ultimate Team database, and I just came across this idea, and I thought, yes, I think this is a really good idea. I think this is probably the one, and it's not the most wanted one, but it's the one that I think would have the most impact on career mode and would encourage me to play it more. So, what have EA actually given us? So, I'm going to talk about the good stuff first. So, obviously there's new weathering. They've completely revamped the weather system. So now the turf gets mudded up, shirts get dirty, and slide tackles are harder and all that stuff. And I really think that's a step forward. If EA are aiming for realism in their game, and it's been made pretty clear that they are, then I think that is a great step. Because let's face it, after 75 minutes, their boots, tops, shirts, the football players' boots, tops and shirts are not going to be completely clean, are they? It's not like they never slide tackle, especially the goalkeepers. I mean, you just see the goalkeepers, it's just crystal clear. And no, goalkeepers dive a lot. And I feel quite strongly, well, not strongly, it's not like I'm trying to protest against it, but I do think that it is a key aspect if you want to make the game more realistic. And I'm quite pleased that EA have done that. There's also 10-man celebrations, which I think would be a pretty good aspect. I think I'll be using that one on my friends, and also over celebrations, which is like when your players score in the last minute, they'll be like impacting celebrations. Again, not the most, shall we say, sensible aspect of the game to be added for little 10-year-olds who like to do random skills and then get a lucky 90th minute rebound goal and then can just over celebrate now. But each their own, and I think it would be, if it was like offline, I think it would be quite fun, or just like online friendlies, I think it would be quite funny if you were playing with your friend to over celebrate and do a 10-man celebration. But I've got to say I'm disappointed with EA on this one, with the new trailer release and all the new features. Yes, sure, new ball physics, new lighting and player biomechanics can all cut it, but after seeing the same thing year on year, the community begin to get a little tired of the same thing over and over again. What about Ultimate Team friendlies? What about Bronze, Silver and Gold season? What about inform searching? Offsides called incorrectly, annoyingly. And they just add new ball physics, and you just think what more they could have done with that development time. I mean, it's not like the ball physics are bad either. They've come on a long way from FIFA's 10, 11, 12. So I don't see, in FIFA 14, the animation was a lot better, and it's very annoying how they could have had extra development time, but instead they've chosen to do it on player biomechanics, and I just don't think that's the most productive use of time. I mean, I'm all for a more 3D virtual approach with 360 dribbling and whatnot, and new lighting, better stadium lighting, but I just think, why couldn't they have done one big thing that would have really made a difference rather than just these little things here and there, which aren't that bad? I mean, are we really going to notice a revamp of the lighting scheme, to be honest? Or would we notice more the change in the substitution animation? I mean, that's just my opinion, and I think that would have made a bigger difference, but it's alright. FIFA 15, it looks basically the same game, to be honest, but with a bit more better graphics. Yeah, that's basically the video. So, once again, I'll reiterate, thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, if you've just skipped to the end, well done you, because you don't have to watch all of it, but, so yeah, subscribe if you want, like, comment, go, whatever, do your stuff, and, I'll shout out to Super Cheeseburger 21 and Adrenaline XL9, which are my friends' channels who are also in this, so please make sure you go and, yeah, just support their videos if you like them. Anyway, this has been Multi-Super Ferrari. Thank you for listening / watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.